Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the New Mexico Lobos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Roll with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Brown. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Lobos in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to it. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. Still on his feet. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos!
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Jackson. Oh, it's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Might have a chance. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he
snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Maybe a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Now the play fake. He's going to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Flips it out to the back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown tie!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Bailey. Quarterback moving. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Lobos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. get him the football, let him make plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There's a little room there. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. On the move. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
One more time, it's Brown. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Again, it's Brown. There's a crease. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Third down play from the gun. Hauls it in. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Fights off a defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, New Mexico! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing in the buzzer.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The